Bastion's phenomenal. I think Bastion's just a phenomenal character. He's kind of easy to shoot in my opinion. He's not that hard because he doesn't have a lot of mobility. I'm gonna put him at A. Okay, whatever. Bastion's an A. McCree. I'm gonna leave McCree at a B, and the reason is because he has a lot of good things. His stun doesn't really stun that bad anymore. Like is like what, a second stun, if that. The old stun was better in my opinion. I'm gonna put him as B because his upgrade's actually really cool. His upgrade's actually really good too. So I'm gonna put him as B. Diva. I'm gonna stick Diva at an A. The reason is because she's I think Diva can be an A just because she can still do crowd controlling and stuff like that. I think she can be just really insane. But I think Diva's ult is good if you can hit it. I can never hit a Diva bomb to save my freaking life. Even if I wanted to. But I think Diva's still good at getting people off of high ground and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna leave her at A. I'm gonna move her down to a B. I'm gonna move her down to a B. I think Diva's a B tier. I play her sometimes, but I don't play her as much. Genji. Genji is an A, 110%. If you have a good Genji on your team, Genjis can just do insane amount of damage. Insane. It's kind of insane how good Genji is. Hanzo. I'm gonna put Hanzo in S tier, and the reason is because of this. Number one, he has his ult is insane. Freaking dragons, bro. It's crazy how good dragons are, in my opinion. He has the dragons, of course. You can upgrade it to Scatter Arrow. I think Scatter Arrow is the most broken thing in the entire world. And the other fact that he can hit like one-shot headshots on some characters is stupid to me. It takes a lot to be good with him, but I think he's an S tier hero in my opinion. Junkrat, I think he's an S. Junkrat does a lot of explosive damage. Can just get away easily. I think that's pretty sick. Lucio, I'm gonna move to a C, and the reason why, I'll do Lucio at a B. I think Lucio's a B. I don't play Lucio that much. I don't have that good of coordination or anything like that because Lucio, in my opinion, is a little hard to play. Just because I don't play Lucio at all, so I've never actually, played him that much. So I can't say, oh yeah, I'm really good at Lucio because I'm not. Okay, May, I'm gonna stick at S. I've seen a lot more Mays lately, and May has just been a phenomenal freaking character to play against, Like insane character to play against. Mercy is an S. Mercies are the backbone of every team, in my opinion. I think if you have a Mercy on your team, you're usually gonna win, in my opinion. Pharah, I'm gonna stick at a D. And the reason is because I just don't think Pharah brings anything to the table anymore. I don't think Pharah brings anything to the table anymore. She can boot people, she can boop and stuff like that, but I don't think I haven't really seen that many Pharahs lately. I have not. So I don't think Pharah is the best pick anymore. Reaper, that's a hard one. The reason why this is a hard one, I'm going to stick him at an A. I don't think he's an S tier. He's still kind of easy to kill in my opinion if you can get him to use his his fade, It's insane. He's easy. It's GG easy. Reinhardt, I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick at Reinhardt and A2. I don't think Reinhardt's just like incredibly what's it called? Like OP. I don't think he is. Tier list. Uwu? Yeah, dude. I just always wanted to do a tier list, so I'm doing one for the VOD. So I don't think I'm gonna leave Reinhardt at an A. I'm gonna leave Reinhardt at an A. I think he's an A. Roadhog, if you have a good Roadhog, he's insane. His hook's insane to me. His hook is insane, and his ult's insane. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay. Look, I'm gonna keep them both at A's. I think they're really good champs to play, or characters, heroes to play, whatever like that. So I'm just gonna leave them there. I do play both of those tanks, and I think they're just great. Soldier, I'm gonna put an S. I think I play a lot of soldier. If you have a great soldier, if you have great aim, you can 110% dominate with soldier. I'm not even lying. You can dominate. I'm gonna stick Symmetra at a B. I don't think Symmetra's okay. Her ult, in my opinion, doesn't really bring a lot to the table. I liked her. I like shield generator a lot better than I do her ult. Her ult's kind of whatever, but I don't know. I can't remember if shield generator was her ult before or not. Torbjorn, I'm gonna stick at a C. I just don't really use Torbjorn ever. Torbjorn's my opinion. Just whatever. He does provide some kind of pressure to the team, or pressure to the enemy team and stuff like that, with his turret and stuff like that. But other than that, I just don't really think he does too much. His molten core, his lava or whatever, really easy to dodge. So I just, it's whatever. Tracer, I'm just gonna stick at a D. I don't play tracers or whatever. Kind of easy to kill. You just get McCree and boom, headshot easily. Widow, I'm gonna put at a D. I don't play Widow. I don't care. I've played Widow a couple times, but I can't hit headshots, so I just don't really care for Widow. Winston, I believe is a C. I'm gonna put Winston as a C. He can do a lot with going in and out, and it's great. I've never really been able to get kills with Winston. Winston is insane to me to play. Zarya is a S. If you can get her power up to 99 or 100 or whatever, or the max it goes, literally unstoppable. It's stupid. Zenyatta is an S. With his Discord, it's just stupid. He does stupidest amount of damage, and the fact that he can call out, hey, be like, "Oh, dude, I discorded the Rhine." Everybody can just start shooting the Rhine, and it's like, "Oh yeah, you're dead in like 2 seconds." Ana, I'm gonna put at a B. I'm gonna put Ana at a B just because. Well, no, I'm gonna put Ana at an A. I don't think Ana is a SS tier. I think Ana's an A tier just because she can. I think she's an A tier just because she can. What's the word I'm looking for? She heals. She has her nade that heals allies, and anti makes the other team not be able to heal. She has a sleep, so I think she's A tier. I don't want to say she's S tier. She'd be over OP if she was S tier. Sombra's B. Sombra's whatever, dude. I can't deal with Sombra's, bro. Sombra is annoying. I think she's in. I think she. I think all she has going for her is invisibility. I mean, and her easy way to just go away and maybe the enemy to like take your mind off of her. I think that's a good thing that she has going. But other than that, I don't think she's like A or S. Orisa is 110% S tier. I love playing Orisa. Orisa's great. Doomfist. Well, Orisa is an S tier. Orisa's ult is insane, especially with Cat. I watched a thing on Reddit where Cat picked up Orisa and then Orisa ulted on one of the mats with the giant hole in the middle and just sucked all the people into that hole. And I thought that was the coolest thing. And Cat even got Orisa out of it, which is the coolest thing. Doomfist is D tier. I don't care to play Doomfist. I think he's kind of easy to kill. Moira is an A tier. A tier. Her healing and everything is insane. She does a lot of damage. Lately, I guess with me playing her, I just feel like I haven't been doing as much damage, or not damage. I haven't been doing as much healing as I used to. Brigitte's definitely probably a B. Brigitte, I can't really do too much with. Inspire, I feel like with all these heroes now, Inspire is a little harder to activate. There's so many like range characters now that characters don't even have to be in front of you. That's just kind of me. Ball is a D. Ball is just whatever. It's ball is ball. I don't even have to say anything about ball. Ball is just, I guess, just ball, dude. You know. Ash is A. Her ult is insane. Bob is just stupid. Especially with an Ana nano boost to Bob. Stupid insane. And then there's some really good aimers with Ash that are just dirty. They're just dirty in my opinion. Baptiste, I'm gonna put him at an A. I love playing Baptiste. Baptiste is great to play. Especially with his just healing. And of course his left click he can heal, and then his little lamp or whatever I think is the coolest thing. Sigma is an A as well. It's kind of hard to decipher between S and A. But I think Sigma is really good to play too. He has so much. He has shields. He can absorb. Actually, I'm gonna put Sigma in S. The reason is because Sigma has a shield. His ult is insane. It like flings people up in the air, and then he can shoot them with his left click. And of course, he can eat damage with his shift. And then his E is like the throws a rock. I think that's the coolest thing. Echo, I'm gonna go ahead and put at a D. I don't play Echo that much, so I don't know really too much about Echo. Sojourn, I think, is a C. I don't play Sojourn. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, C. I don't play Sojourn too much. Say Gastos. Oh my gosh. Sojourn is a C in my opinion. I just I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move Sojourn up to a B. I think she's insanely good. Her, especially when she has a charged right click. Oh my gosh, she can be insane. Junker Queen, I'm gonna put at a C. Every time I've tried to play Junker Queen, just never have been able to do good with Junker Queen. Never. Just never have been able to do good with Junker Queen. Kiriko, I'll put at a B. I feel like her healing doesn't do a lot. She has what's it called, cleanse or whatever, but I just don't feel like she heals a lot for like in fights and stuff. But I could be completely wrong. Ramattra, I'm gonna put as a B as well. I feel like Ramattra is kind of easy to kill almost. But I mean, of course, people who know how to play Ramattra, you do a little bit of damage as you're taking damage, as you're getting a little low, then you press shift and get to your big mech phase, and then that's where you get a shield. I think that's really good. His ult's insane. But the thing about Ramattra is Ramattra has to be like around you to do stuff. you can be a ranged character and you can do damage to him easily. That's just me. This dude, I forgot his name. What's this guy's name? Forgot his name. Life Weaver. Life Weaver. I'm gonna put him as a C. I just don't play Life Weaver that much. His tree is insane. Even though I feel like they nerfed his tree. I feel like it has less damage, less health, and I also feel like it does less like healing. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like I've died around tree, and I feel like I used to not be able to die around tree, but now I can. Alari is an A. If you get a good Alari on your team, anything's possible. I've had really good Alaris on my team. I've never myself really played Alari, but Alari can be really good. Mauga is an A as well. Actually, no, yeah. No, I'm going to move Mauga to a B. I think Mauga is fun to play when you have like an enemy team that you can't do anything against. But I think he's, I think they've kind of nerfed him a lot because I feel like he doesn't really do a lot of damage anymore. And I feel like he doesn't really heal from any of the damage he does do anymore. Vulture, or sorry, Venture. Is it Venture? Vulture. It's Venture. Venture. I'm gonna put at D. I just don't play. I don't feel like I can play her at all. I feel like she's just insanely hard to play. But that's just me. I'm just a gold. Juno, I'm gonna put at a B. Actually, I'm gonna put Juno at an A. Juno is insane. That's cool. Juno is insane. She can heal a lot. She does a crap ton of healing, a lot of healing too. And of course, she can shoot missiles that damage enemies, and it also can heal your allies too. And her ult, oh my gosh, I love her ult. I don't know if her ult does like increased damage or not. Hazard, gonna put at a D. I don't play him. I just don't care for him too much, to be honest with you. I just feel like he doesn't really do anything. I've killed Hazard a lot lately. He's very easy to kill, so in my opinion, I just don't think he's. I just don't think he's really anything to play, you know. Freya, I'm gonna put out a C. She can be really good if you have a good one, but for me, I don't think she really adds anything. She's just like another Hanzo. Hanzo's arrows, in my opinion, are a lot better than Freya. Freya can just, she can shoot more arrows or whatever, and then she can shoot like an empowered arrow or whatever, and that explodes. But I've never been able to really be good at Freya. Is this Wuyong? I think that's what his name is. I'm gonna put him at a D. I just don't. I don't play him that much, and the times I did play, I didn't really understand how to play him too much. Just because I feel like he doesn't heal a lot. His left click's insane, where you can like hold like left click and hold and like drag it. I think that's pretty cool. But other than that, I don't think he is that insane. Vendetta is an S, and I've played against some insane Vendettas. I think if you know how to play a Vendetta, if you know how to get in and out, kind of like Winston, I think you're set. I think you were set. Her sword and everything like that. It reminds me of a lot of what's her name off of League? I can't remember her name. Riven. It reminds me a lot of Riven on League. On run, I'm gonna put her at an A as well. I don't think she's S. I think her burn and everything is insane. Actually, no, I'm gonna put at an A. Here's why. So here's why I'm gonna put on run at an A or at an S. And I just kind of learned this. Her left click does kind of just regular damage, whatever. But she gets if it's burn if after 4 whatever auto attacks. Everything's everybody she's been attacking is burned, and then she can right click, like kind of fan the heater or whatever. It does more damage. It does a lot of damage. Her E is kind of like a cool escape kind of thing. Like she can E and then kind of get out, which is kind of nice. Her shift dash is kind of cool. I think her shift does some more damage too to burn. And I think actually her E, if you do her E, like if you press E on somebody, I think it automatically just like ignites them or something like that. I think I could be wrong. And you can just fan the right click right after that. Both her ults. She has two ults. That's why I moved her to S. She has her ult where she like slams on the ground, does AOE damage and stuff like that. But then, of course, she has her resurrect ult too. I think that's big. Domino. I love playing Domino. She's an S to me. Domino, they literally. I feel like she's very balanced. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like Domino is a very, very well balanced character, and I love how Domino plays. Imre, I'm gonna put him at. I'm gonna put him as a B. I play him. I've played him some. I feel like his grenades don't do anything. I can throw the grenades to from here from Texas all the way to China. I can yeet those grenades all the way over there, bro. Those grenades fly far. It's insane. I think his gun or whatever like that's kind of cool. I guess I can't even see right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm tired. I haven't been doing anything today. His ult's kind of cool. I feel like his ult's just kind of bland. I could be wrong about that, but I mean, his ult's nice. I wish I know. I wish when you ulted, it would just shoot you straight up into the air, and just you can start shooting and stuff like that. Um, Jetpack Cat. I'm gonna put Jetpack Cat at a A. I don't think Jetpack Cat is a S, and I think the reason why I don't feel that way, I don't know. I don't know why I don't. I just don't feel like Jetpack Cat is complete, and I don't know what I mean by that. I just don't feel like Jetpack Cat is S tier, and I can't put Jetpack Cat in S. As a gold, I cannot put Jetpack Cat in S. I just can't. I forgot this name. Is it Mizuki? Mizuki? I think it's Mizuki. I could be wrong about that. Mizuki. Yeah, Mizuki. Mitsuki. Yeah. You take that back. What about Jetpack Cat? I'm sorry. I can't put Jetpack Cat at S. I just can't. For some reason, I just can't. I can't do Jetpack Cat in S. Mizuki. I'm gonna put him at a B. I think he can do a lot of stuff, but for some reason, I feel like he's not like a perfect healer to just go do. So, but yeah, that's my tier list. I think that's probably the best tier list I can come up with. I think everybody's pretty good on my tier list.